Doja Cat. Oh, girl. The way she be insulting the fans, and y'all be taking it too. Y'all just I see y'all on Twitter talking, laughing like, oh my god, this girl's couldn't be me. I'd have cut her off. I'd have been like, you know what, you can have it then. So basically, it all started when she made a series of tweets saying how her last two albums, I think it was Pink, Hot Pink, and Planet Her, were cash grabs, and the public fell for it. She goes on to say that, she could finally go away with her loved ones while y'all whine over mediocre pop music. Now, when she said that, I was like, okay, all right. I mean, when I first seen that tweet, though, I said, okay, this is very much marketing. This is very much Doja getting into her next era in music. So, out with the old in with the new type thing. But it was really when she responded to this person's tweet, like the person tweeted, Doja Cat really just called her fans stupid. And she replied, so are they not? Like, you are disrespecting your fans and you trying to drop an album? Like, that just don't make any sense to me. Like, this is an album rollout. Okay, what you don't need is drama. Because everybody knows if there's drama, you starting the drama and you have an album rollout, bitch, that album better be perfection. It better go number one. Okay. So I don't know. I said this in my notes. I said, I feel like she's moving like a person that doesn't want to be a star no more, like a mainstream star. Cause I do remember, like, it was like years ago or a couple years, maybe, where she talked about how she essentially wanted to quit the music industry numerous occasions. Like she said, I'm quitting. We ain't believe her. Cause I don't know, when Doja tweets, she be trolling, right? Like, and that's what I paid it as until she just kept on going with this, like, calling her fans stupid or whatever, right? I think that she wants to make the music that she wants to make and on her terms and minus the fame that comes with it too. Because I really do feel like, and I think Kimberly Nicole Foster, she said this on her video. I know I'm citing a lot of YouTubers because I was really just like looking around to see what people had to say. But it's like being like a mainstream success can be like a prison at some point, because now you have to do the music that got you there. You have to continue to do the music that got you there. And now she's at the point where she doesn't want to do that no more. A lot of people talk about her raps. I don't know if that got to her to the point where she's like, you know what, I'm gonna do this rap album and I'm gonna show these people. You ain't got to prove nobody nothing because we already know. A lot of us from the SoundCloud days, we know your pen. Okay, these people that got to know the mainstream version of you, they don't see that. Don't listen to them. And I think she's another one that she'll respond or take what people say to heart. And I understand, as a person that makes content and have to read mean comments all the time, I have a small understanding because I don't have half as much as interactions that you have. But I can see how that can, really, because sometimes when I look at certain comments, I'm like, oh, maybe I shouldn't make content like this, or maybe I shouldn't say this because it's going to trigger this person to say that. Fuck what anybody got to say. You know who you are. And to say that the music that you made in your pop era was cash grabs, or just basically saying that it didn't mean nothing. It's an insult to the fans that played your music, went to your shows, followed you and interacted and followed your career path, to say that the music that was provided, that I gave y'all, was trash and y'all just ate it up like sheep. It's a little bit of narcissism. Right? Like it's a little, it's in the implication that you were able to make these records, which were not just regular records. These records were top #1 hits. We're talking going platinum, albums doing great. I don't know where her album was placed on the Billboard, but it was definitely either top 10 or maybe 1. I'm not sure where her album was placed, but Planet Her was a mainstream success. Hot Pink was a mainstream success. To say that, this was kind of like light work, I don't know. Like, girl, because we all know hit music ain't light. You know what I mean? Like, to get a hit song, it's not easy. It ain't. It disrespects the producers and the people that was on your team. Now I get it, like her whole, because I think she worked with Dr. Luke, and Dr. Luke was a little, you know, I heard a lot of things about him. But like the people that actually made the music, I'm sure you probably had a hand in that too, because she also dabbles in producing. But like just to discredit and, you know, say that this was like mid, it's disrespectful. And I think that, and I don't want to sound like I don't want to sound like I'm tone policing her, but I got to tone police her a little bit. Because girl, what was you saying here? Like, what the hell was you saying here? I think it you know what it does? Now that you made all these tweets, now that you're hyping up this album, you're over here saying, "Oh, well, the album's ain't called Hellmouth no more; it's called this," and you want to change your stage name. I don't know how true that is. Now, you making all this commotion, the album just better be number one at this point. Now the expectation has skyrocketed for your next album. That rap album, if it is a rap album, because we heard a snippet of a song, and I'm like, "Girl, you still singing in this? So are we doing rap or not?" I don't know, but it just better go number one after all this havoc that you cause it on your little social media spaces, girl. It better go number freaking one. Okay, platinum. Okay, diamond actually. Okay, the tour better eat. Okay, all this shit you talking. Okay, I don't know. Maybe I was offended because I am a Doja fan, and it's like, girl, I liked your music. I liked your music when you was on SoundCloud, and I liked your music when you went mainstream. It was, to me, there was subtle differences, but it's still Doja. Like, it's still, you may have not had 100% creative control, and I think that's what the problem is. You fight the system. You don't fight us. Okay. Because every artist goes through that. Every artist has that moment in time where they have to make music that they don't really want to make, but they got to make to keep the numbers, to keep the lights on. And then they gradually get to a point where they start making music that they always wanted. I mean, Beyonce is the best example. I mean, I'm not saying that she didn't like some of the songs that she first came out with. I mean, it was heavily R&B. That was her lane. And now after, I believe, her self-titled album, she started doing shit that she wanted to do. You have to work a little bit. You gotta give them. Somebody said this a long time. I seen this one. I'm always watching so many videos, child. But you gotta give people leverage before you can start demanding shit. Now, looking at Doja Cat's career, she is at a place where she could leverage, like, hey, I did X, Y, and Z. I got these many Grammys. I got these hits. Number ones, platinum, whatever, streams. I'm not doing this unless you let me do that. She probably is. Keep the beef between you and the industry. Don't make it about us. Don't say we just mediocre or we stupid because we like your damn pop songs. I don't know. Tell me what y'all think about that in the comments if you're on YouTube.